Hey there, Wargamers. Josh here from MiniWarGaming.com, ready to bring you some more Age of Sigmar. The new giants are looming, so I get to try them out for the first time. Super excited for that. And then my opponent, Scott, has brought in his Stormcast Eternals, so, I get to play this game and show you folks the new book.
We play and call it work.
MiniWarGaming's Age of Sigmar Battle Report.
Looking at the Sons list I'm bringing today, still don't have any of the new models, waiting for them to come back in, so I'm using what I have in the studio here. I will be trying out a Taker Tribe. So of course we have the Kraken Eater as my general. He will be extremely intimidating and have extra calloused feet. I also have a War Stomper, and then a Gatebreaker with the Amberbone Totem. Last but not least, a Man Crusher mob. And that's about 1,900 points of giants. Moving over now to take a look at what I'm playing against today. What's in that Stormcast list?
2,000 points of Hammers of Sigmar, and our general today is the Lord Castellan, and he has the Arcane Tome and is a Master of Magic and has the Celestial Blades spell. My other hero is an ally, a Slan Starmaster. And then for battle line units, I've got 3 sets of Fulminators, a unit of Vindictors, and then other units I've got 1 unit of Stormdrake Guard with the Warblade and 2 Stormstrike Chariots, and I brought the Everblaze Comet as well.
For today's game, we'll be using the head-on collision battle plan. Victory points: 1 victory point if you control the objective wholly within your territory, 2 if you control the objective at the center of the battlefield, 4 if you control the objective wholly within your opponent's territory, and then 1 victory point if you gain control of an objective this turn and there are friendly Galician veterans within 6, and then obviously 2 for your battle tactic. The other special rule we have here is the Deadly Denizens rule. So objectives cannot be controlled in the first battle round, and you do not gain control of objectives after setup is complete. Here's the super sweet table we're playing on today. So this is a Table War Gaming mat. We've got my little custom objective tokens. These are TNT Laserworks. And then the rest of this stuff, it's basically, I think it's like Halloween stuff that Adam at Greenleaf Terrain took and made to fit the mat a little bit better. Keep in mind, if you're a Silver Vault member, you get discount codes to over 50 companies. And even if you're not a Silver Vault member, you can see the different companies you would have access to. You just obviously don't get the codes. And now we are deployed. So we've got the War Stomper, Kraken Eater, Gatebreaker, and then the wee lads. Across from me, we have a chariot on each side. And these are 2 of the same chariots. This is just the Kit Bash one?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I wanted to double check.
They both have the spear that has the bow on there, but I just modeled it so in the event they change the bow to actually be good, then I can use it that way.
Really cool. I appreciate it. And then your units of Fulminators, along with basically everything except for, what do you have up in the skies?
I've got 1 unit of Vindictors up in the sky.
Beautiful. I did outdrop you. Now I got to figure out if I want to go first or not.
Yeah. And we have...
Now, one thing to touch base on is grand strategies. So I went with one of the new Sons of Behemat ones, whose name I've already forgotten. Show 'em who's boss. So at the start of the battle, the enemy unit with the highest wounds characteristic is marked as the Biggin, which is going to be your unit of 2 dragons. If they are dead at the end, and my general is not, I've completed my grand strategy. I don't think this is going to be a popular pick, but it sounded cool, so I'm going to do it. And then what was your grand strategy?
I took take what's there, so I'm trying to get more units into your territory than you do at the end of the game.
It makes sense to me. I've got 4 units, so there's that.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a lot of things alive on one way or another. Somebody's
going to be a lot of killing.
Yeah.
All right. Let's figure out first turn. All right. You know what? Back and forth. Playing an army. I mean, they play very similar, I assume, to how they used to, but there's still some new stuff I got to figure out. So I will be the reactive player in this circumstance, and I will allow the Stormcast to go first. So let's get ready. Stormcast turn 1. And here we go, top of the turn for the Stormcast. What is your battle tactic going to be, good sir?
I'm going to take Desecrate Their Land, and I'm going to try to hold this terrain feature. You're
Makes
outside of
sense.
3. I think it is doable.
Okay. Good start, and then do you get your heroic action figured out?
Yeah, I'm going to try to gain a command point.
Okay. Who's going to be doing
with my General, the Lord Castellan there.
Beautiful.
On a 4+.
And
Get
you
a
do?
command point.
Well, fine then. I'll try to get a command point with my Kraken Eater. Aha! Take that. And now that that's done, let's go back over. Casting. What are we starting with?
All right, we're going to start with the Celestial Blades coming from the Lord Castellan.
Okay.
With the Master Magic, he's going to try to put it onto the Chariot here.
All right, let's see what you get.
Looking for a 5-up.
Oh, there's the 5.
All right.
Get it, got it good. Now that's went off. The Large Toad has 3 casts.
Yep.
What are we starting with?
We're going to start with Comet's Call. This one goes off on a 7, and he is +1 on his worst score.
Okay, go to show a 6 then.
Got him with a 6.
There it is. D3 units. There'll be 2 units, taking D3 mortal wounds apiece. All right, what 2 units are being affected?
We're going to take the General and the General's children over
You're
there.
picking on the kids
Yeah.
already? What a bully. Okay, so on to the Mega Gargant.
Yep. Just
1. Okay, that's going to be annoying to mark.
Yep.
And then over on the little fellas there, we have got a 3. So one of these guys and down to 9. Guys, I'm finally going to do it. I'm giving up on trying to make sure the 40k people understand. We're doing wounds taken instead of wounds remaining. Next cast going to be for the Everblaze Comet.
Goes off on a 6. Nope.
That doesn't work. Last but not least.
We're going to do a Mystic Shields.
Huh.
And goes off on a 5 with a +1.
Oh, you get the
that
+1. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That'll work.
Who's getting the shield?
We'll put that on the Dragons.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. I like it. Casting is done. What's the last thing we got to do here?
We could do the Warding Lantern onto the Chariot to give it a +1 save.
Very nice. Cool. And then anything else?
That's
Your
it.
phase done?
Your phase is done. Oh,
we're
no, one more thing. I forgot. I've got the...
Bamboozled me.
Yeah, I know. The Salon has Foresight, so on roll 2 dice on 4+, I get command points.
Okay, cool. Do it up.
Let's
see if we can get you some extra command points out of this.
Nope, and that's what I get for forgetting.
He can't see nothing. Over to movement. Now I'm going to show you where everything currently is, and then where it ends up. All right, let's interrupt what's going on here. So we had this chariot just moved up. This one, or did this one run? No, this one just moved.
Yep,
Okay.
just moved.
This one did run, and using is it Holy Order?
Holy Command, Steadfast March.
Okay. So he was able to roll a 5, get up there, and I will redeploy on that. Who am I sending up? Let's send the Kraken Eater closer. So he's going to be redeploying 5 inches. All right. So yeah, it's going to be the Kraken Eater getting the War Stomper just to move within 3 of the piece of terrain you're going after there. And yeah, let's get the rest of your movement done. And now the movement is complete. So Fulminator's starting to get up the board, not being overly aggressive. The poor Toad tried to run, didn't go too far. And then you've brought I can never remember the names of Stormcast characters.
Lord Castellan.
Sure. Which is different than a Lord Castellan.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, that's an
And
actual
then there's
thing.
a Celestant, too. So there's too many that are very similar. Yeah.
Fantastic. Let's go over to shooting. What do we got for shooting?
Shooting, I think I'm pretty much out of range of all my shooting.
I don't mind hearing that.
Yeah, next time we will hopefully get something there. But
Okay.
no shooting this round.
Well, one last thing to take care of then.
Some charges.
Let's do it. I'm going to start here with the buffed up Chariot. It's like a 3-inch charge.
Yep.
And there's a 6. In he goes. Now, his impact attacks, are they based upon the roll, or is it just...
Yep, that's right. It is based on the roll. So
Nice.
it is the unmodified dice roll. I rolled dice equal to that. And 4-ups do mortal wounds.
Oh, send him on in. Let's see how many wounds he does. 6 dice on 4-ups. Oh, you
Oh,
fiend.
good. Real nice.
Takes 5 damage out of that. Charge time, so a 9 will make it. I think we measured it.
Yep.
All right, let's see what the little chariot that can do. There's an 8. You gonna command point reroll that?
So I've made them in the Vanguard battalion, so
they
I get
get
a
a free one?
reroll.
Okay.
So we're gonna try it.
Oh, he makes it in. You're going to keep me stuck here, eh?
That was the plan.
And there he goes. In against the big lad. Okay, 9 dice on 4 ups.
Yep.
Let's see what we get.
All over.
Oh, that's more than a couple.
Just 3.
Not as many as the last guy on less dice, but I'm not complaining about that. I was hoping that wouldn't happen right away. But, such is life. Anything else we got to take care of before the end of the charge phase?
No, it's the only thing with them charging, they are -1 to hit in the turn they made a successful charge. That's the one thing we'll just have to remember.
Good to know. Let's look at my rampages, new and old, and see if any of them help me. Well, I suppose we're going to just stomp over here. The other ones are all kind of monster dependent. And there's a cool one that makes 1 or 2 wound models run away. But obviously that's not going to work here. So let's see if the stomp works. It does. For D3. Take 2 mortal wounds on that chariot. How many wounds did they start with?
They start with 12.
All right, well, there we go. Here we go. Here's the big one. I'll just do the all-out defense here. Why not? And let's get into doing some swings now. What do you want to attack with first?
Start with this chariot first. And he's got 3 different profiles, so we'll start first with the claws and beaks.
All right, do the chickens have large talons? What do you hit me on?
So he'll be hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s with celestial blades, and this is 2 rend, 1 damage. 6 attacks. 3s.
An okay start for me.
And then 2s to wound. 2 wounds, 2 rend, 1 damage.
Looking for 5s. Failed both of them, so he's going to take 2 more damage. And be at 7 wounds suffered. Next profile.
Next, we are going to do the Stormstrike Axe, hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s, 1 rend, 1 damage. All hit. Woo.
Okay.
1 wound, 1 rend.
4 up. And he is fine, he cares not. Last profile.
Last profile is a Tempestuous Spear, hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s, 2 rend, 2 damage. There we go.
Okay, so let's see if I'll roll a 5 up. I can. Huzzah. So he eats that, but he's stuck there. Unless I can kill you, which I don't think I will. Let's go over to here now. I will issue the all-out attack. Start off with a death grip. Yeah, there's nowhere to pile in. Interesting here. 3 to hit you. Boo. And then we've got the stomp. These are going to be 2 attacks, 3s and 3s. Okay, we're off to a very good start with my dice today. The flail, looking for 4s. Come on, roll high. Oh, no, I got 2. And then these are going to be 3s to wound you. I got 1 wound through.
Better than nothing.
Very good. Looking for a 6-up save here?
Nope.
Nope, so that's 4 damage to you. I'll admit I could have rolled better on that. These swing back now. Let's start off with the talons.
Yep,
Okay.
talons. This doesn't have celestial blades, so 3s and 3s.
Okay, not terrible, not terrible.
So 3, 2 rend, 1.
And 2 rend, so I'm looking for 6s.
Ooh.
Okay, this is a pretty good roll, so he's going to take 1. And next up,
Got the Stormstrike Axe, 3s and 3s again.
yeah,
1
so-
rend, 1 damage.
So
2 at 1 rend.
see if a 5 up can help me out. It cannot, so I've taken 6. And last but not least,
Spear, 3s and 3s, 2 rend. That's a good start. Oh, 1 at 2 rend, 2 damage.
all right, so 6 up. Nope, and he's taking 8 now. Move over and let's see if the War Stomper can do a little bit better. Let's jump up and down. 4s to hit. There we go. 3s to wound you. Not awful. All right, what's your? You got +1 to your save. What's your base save?
Base save is 3.
Okay.
So looking for 4s then with a -2.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 4s.
1 pass, 1 fail.
Yep.
And D3 damage. Okay, another 3.
5 wounds taken.
Death grip, 4 and 2. Come on. Dang it. The club now. 4s to hit you. Oh, buddy. buddy. All right.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
That's no problem. You know what? Going in, getting some good damage. You didn't do crazy amounts of damage, but I definitely didn't hit you as hard back as what you would hit me. Anything else we got to take care of?
No, I would say, but you did keep me from getting my battle tactic, though.
I was able to prevent that, so that's
Yeah.
kind of nice early on.
Yeah.
But you're going to keep me kind of gummed up here for a little while longer. So yeah, let's. So at the end here, obviously you can't control the objectives right away.
Correct.
So that's a thing. And then, yeah, I don't think you're scoring anything out of this.
Nope, that is right.
All right, let's move over to turn 1 for the Sons of Behemat. Alrighty here, start of the giant turn. My battle tactic, this one's mine. We're gonna have my general show him how it's done. And I just gotta kill this. I gotta do 8 wounds. I can do 8 wounds. I'm bound to be able to do 8 wounds. And then, do I want to just get an extra command point? Because I can kind of make use of it. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go for the extra command point off of the general here on a 4-up. Heyo! There we go. Boop. What are we doing? What are we planning?
Trying to get another command point with the Castellan. 4 up. Cox dice. Nope, on a 2.
Boop. So nothing there. Well, movement might be kind of simple because I don't think I'm going to move anywhere. I could send you guys around this way, I guess, to kind of clear it up a bit. But I also want you to be able to throw rocks at him. You know what? I think this unit is just going to do the truffle shuffle, move over this way. And that's going to be it. So much dynamic movement. And, so I'm almost going to be careful in where all this damage goes. Because I got to do 8 here. But, yeah, you know what? I'm going to stop overthinking this. Just play the game, Josh. It's going to be okay. Shooting. You know what? Getting so anxious about this. You throw a boulder at him. Going to hit you on a 3. Okay, wound you on a 2. Okay, that's cool. This is -3.
So on a 6. And a 6.
Okay. That's almost not awful then.
We overthought it for nothing.
We're going to have these guys throw boulders. Okay, so for anybody wondering, I need to kill you with an attack. So if I charge and kill you, it doesn't count. And I'm not going to count on me rolling well with him. So let's have these guys go ahead and throw their boulders. And these are going to be 4s and 3s into you. Okay. Didn't have to worry about it.
Fast enough chariot, avoiding all the rocks.
We're gonna throw some, hurled debris here. These are gonna be 4s and 3s, -1 D3. Okay. I'll at least make you take a save.
Yep. Need a 4.
And you make it. Okay, cool. Didn't have to overthink it. I'm just not going to do any damage. Let's go right over to charges. And I got 1 charge to declare. Go get him. Get in there, Kraken Eater. He's in. I forgot to kick that objective, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'm going to be close enough to get it, and I don't care about the kicks. Ugh. In I go. And then on a 2-up, D6 mortal wounds. For 2. Wish I rolled those backwards.
6.
Alright, if I can't do 6 damage with the Mega Gargant, I'm just going to go home anyways. So, oh no, we got to do the rampages, I guess. I can't forget about my rampages at the end of the charge phase.
There you go. Stomp will get you that much closer.
You kick him.
There you go.
For another 2. Alrighty.
Only 4 now.
We get him in the danger range here. So, charge phase is over. Because these guys can't issue orders to themselves anyway, so there's no point in kind of doing any of the rest. Yep. Let's just all-out attack. Get them. This is going to be 4 attacks with my War Club. And I'm going to be hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s. Okay, this might be overkill.
Yep.
I spoke too soon! Let me figure out the rend for you. -2 rend, so what, a 5-up?
Need a 5. Nope.
No, okay, so 4 damage.
Alright, he's dead.
Look at me go. That's it! I was confident it worked! He's gonna blow up now?
Yep, I'm gonna blow up into the general.
Yes.
Looking
makes
for
sense.
6s. I'm gonna try to get it here. Looks like 3 mortals.
Not bad. So he's taken 4 damage. That's right. Show him how it's done. You get to swing over here now. Yep. And the dice. Yep. Starting off with the talons.
Yep, beaks and talons. 3s and 2s. Still with the celestial blades.
Nice. These are -2.
2 rend, 1 damage.
Looking for 5s with the all-out defense. Hey-oh! I take 1 more damage. He's taken 8 now. Well, what's next?
We've got the... We'll do the spear next. 3s and 2s, 2 rend, 2 damage. Alright.
Nice. 5s.
Oh.
Hey! Let me go.
And last is the axe. 3s and 2s. 1 rend, 1 damage. 1 rend, 1 damage.
Okay, so 4-up save. And he's taken 9 now. Getting some okay damage. Let's see if he can do something back. Let's try a death grip. 3s to hit you. 2s to wound you. Okay, there's a 1. I'm going to jump up and down looking for 3s and 3s. Okay. 1 wounding hit. -2.
I still have the warding lantern, so -1, so 4. And a 5, save.
You are A-okay. And let's do the club then. Okay. Looking for those 3s to wound you now. 1 wounding hit. These dice normally roll really hot. I don't know what's happening. -2.
-2. -1 with the warding lantern. Looking for 4s again.
And he's fine. Well, good. I want to stay in combat here with you. That's exactly what I wanted. That's the end of my turn. I am going to score 2 VPs for my battle tactic.
Yep.
And I guess technically I'm winning. Now comes the big roll for priority. You're going to win ties on this, but ready?
Yep.
I got my good rolling dice. Mwah. I get a 6.
Nope. Oh.
2 a 3. All right, there we go. The goose is loose. I'm taking it. All right, here as we get ready for turn 2 decision, we're gonna go. You want proving grounds in the middle.
Yep.
So I don't have any Galatian veterans to take that with.
Yep.
That's a-okay with me. I'm gonna go against all odds. Against all odds, this War Stomper will have an objective. Good job, buddy. Good job. And then, do I just get an extra command point? I believe I do. Let's try it. Kraken Eater, do it. You've been good so far. Oh, and you're continuing to not disappoint. Unlike your brothers. Over here, what are we thinking?
Do the same thing. Command point with the Castellan.
Yep.
Nope.
Okay. And then we're just going to get over to movement. We'll show you where it all ends up. The movement is complete. So the Kraken Eater just walked up. We did spend a command point to auto-run the Gatebreaker up, because he's able to run and charge with the Amberbone necklace, whatever it is, the artifact, the Amberbone one. And then the unit of Mega Gargants ran as well, because they're able to run and charge if wholly within 15 of a Mega Gargant at the start of the charge phase. And luckily I rolled a 6. I'm quite impressed with myself. So, we've got all of that done. There was a redeploying the dragons. They only got to go an inch. So, feeling good about that. And then I have a very minor amount of shooting to do. AKA just throwing some junk at you. Yeah, Kraken Eater, throw stuff at the dragons. This seems like the right thing to do. I'm going to hit you on 4s. Okay. Wounding on 3s. It's a 2. Alright, good. We didn't want to throw stuff anyways. Let's get right over to charges. And I believe we will send in... Yeah, you know what? Let's send in the... Kraken Eater first. Kraken Eater charge distance shall be 6 inches. And there he goes, and you're letting loose heck.
Yep.
So unleash hell. How does this work? Because they get a...
They have the
It's just
breath
the auto
attack.
hit, right?
Yeah,
it's just how much...
Yeah, so on a 1 and 2, no damage.
Gotcha.
3, 4, D3, 5, 6, D6.
I assume they hadn't changed it, but it's been a hot minute since I played them.
Yeah,
so let's see what they both get.
It's a little different from the Dracoths. But So it's D6 and a D3.
Ooh, so let's do the D3 first. For 1.
D6. Also 1. Great.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So he's taking 6, and now I gotta do some impact attacks. 2 up here to do D3 mortal wounds. Take 1 mortal wound back.
So thankfully I am wholly within 12 of the objective for 6 upward.
Beautiful. Let's see what you get.
Was
It's
it
just 1.
Just
Yeah.
1.
Oh, there it is.
Take it.
Nice. Nice. All right, next let's send in ye old Gatebreaker. He's going to go get a 6. He makes his charge. Let's see if he can kick a dragon. On a 2 up, does D3 for 3. Ooh.
Over 6 is for the ward. Only take 2.
1. Nice. And then into the Dracoths, which are decidedly not monsters. They are going to take 4 mortal wounds. And it's just 4 mortals because you are just a bit out of being in range of that objective there. Last but not least, let's send in the 3 goofballs and see if they can make the charge. I'm not sure what I got to roll here, but hey-oh, 4 is not enough. Here comes command point being spent. Roll, you know what, roll me a 7 and I don't think I got to measure it. Nope, dice. Why are you the way you are? Well, such is life, they're going to hang out there. Okay, end of the charge phase, and we've got something weird. So, I've pulled a couple people in, we've all discussed, and here's how we're going to play this. I'm going to try Beast Grapple. So I pick 1 enemy monster within 3 of this unit and roll a die. On a 3 up until the end of the following combat phase, the Strike Last effect applies to both that monster and the unit carrying out the monstrous rampage. Now, what happens when you give Strikes Last to 1 model in a unit of 2? Seems kind of weird, seems kind of odd, doesn't make sense. We're going to play it that it puts Strike Last in the unit. If that's incorrect, please give me a page reference number. And for anybody that doesn't have the reference, and I will add one other thing in, there is another Monstrous Rampage that specifies pick an enemy monster that's not part of a unit consisting of 2 or more models. So they're aware of the weird interactions here. So we're inferring that that gives Strikes Last to the unit, and we can't find anything that says what happens when only 1 model has Strikes Last. We're going to assume that the unit gets Strikes Last. I don't know. This is an odd one.
Yeah, it's a head scratcher for sure.
This only works on a 3 up anyway, so let's see if it's a thing. There it is. Okay, he's hugging a dragon, and the other one is very confused by it. So that's how we're gonna, in our mind, come up with the how that works lore-wise. What was your rampage back gonna be?
We're gonna do a Titanic duel. The other one's upset about not being part of that hug.
Yep, yep, that makes sense. And over here, I'm gonna try to step on you. Let's see if I can. Okay, it's a good start. And there we go. 2 mortal wounds. I get 1 of them.
Yep.
And I think that's the end of the charge phase. Let's go right over to combat, where I'm probably going to have you go first. Simply because you have disappointed me so far. Okay. I gotta try to maximize this. You've got okay damage on him. And I mean, the Chariot's been kind of unimpressive so far. So yeah, I think I'll stick with this. We are going to put the Flail into... Ooh, yeah, we'll put the Flail into him. Actually, no, we'll put the Stomps and 2 Flails, 3 Flails here. And then 3 Flails in the Death Grip here. That's I'm locking it in. I don't know if that's the right choice. I'm just going to all-out attack this because I want this to hit. And you were going to all-out defense the dragons?
Last command point for all defense the dragons.
Cool. So neither of us have command points left. And we've got the 3 clubs going in over here. Hitting on 3s. Okay.
Good.
Then these are going to be 3s to wound you. Okay, 2 wounding hits at -3.
Need 6s.
Ooh, look at you. So 4 damage, he's got 2 left.
Yep.
And then we'll see if the stomps get you. Okay, you're going to get some wards, but let's get the rest of these attacks going. 2s to hit with the feet. 3s to wound. Okay, and then these are -2, D3.
Alright, so I need 5s. Nope.
Okay, so the total damage here is we got another 5 damage coming in.
Alright, this is
So there's, what, 9 damage total on him?
Yep.
Alright, just roll a bunch of 6s and then you don't got to worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
That's how math and averages work.
And I saved 4 of them.
Oh, geez, you did roll a bunch of 6s.
I did, and that is...
Yeah, he's got 1 wound left.
He's got 1 wound left.
Nice.
Hooray.
I didn't expect that to happen.
Me either.
I was being sarcastic. Death Grip into the dragons. 2s and 2s. Good start. This is only -2 in your all-out defense, so minus...
And I've got a Mystic Shield, so
Nice.
no rend.
Okay.
So 3s.
Let's
Just
see what you get.
1.
Yep. And you
Save.
make it. Cool. And the other 3 attacks with the flail into them. 3s. Followed up by 3s. And these were rend 3.
All right, so rend 1 with the all-out defense and Mystic Shield.
Yep.
So looking for 4s.
Pass 1, fail 1.
Yep.
4 damage, and you get your ward save, obviously. Survey says...
Cocked dice.
Nice, making 1 of those. 3 more damage. All right, let's go over to here now. Swinging into the War Stomper.
All right, claws and talons. 3s and 2s with the Celestial Blades still being
Nice.
3 at 2.
These are looking for 6s. Nope, so it's going to be another 3 damage. All right, what's next?
All right, do the axe. 3s and 2s. All right, 1 rend, 1 damage.
Okay, and that was 3, right?
Yep.
5s. Nope. He's taking 15. Totally equivalent points. And then your, what's last one? The spear?
Last one's a spear. 3s and 2s, 2 rend. This is always the one that I want and never works. There we go. 2 rend, 2 damage.
6 up.
Ooh.
There it goes. Because of course, why not?
Yeah.
I have to hit you back here because I have always strikes last on me as well from that rampage. Let's start by hitting with 5 clubs. 3s and 3s. He's starting to warm up. Okay. That's 3. These are at -2, 2 damage.
Okay, and I've got the Warding Lantern on them, so
Yes.
just -1. So I'm looking for 4s.
Okay, failing 2, so that's another 4 damage on you.
4 damage, so that brings it up to 9.
Well, fine then. I will jump up and down. 3s. Followed up by 3s. These are -2 again.
With the Warding Lantern, looking for 4s.
Nail them both.
Nice.
All we got left is the Death Grip. 3s to hit.
It's a 6.
Okay, I'll trust you. Where'd it go? I still want to see it. Thank you. 2s to wound you. Oh, it wounded. -2.
-1 with the
Oh,
Lantern and
nailed it.
save.
You're going to last forever.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
Chariot
I'm
surviving.
chipping away 4 damage at a time. It's your Dracoth now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what's up first?
We're gonna do the glaive first. 3s and 3s, 2 rend, 1 damage. Those 3 hits, 2 wounds, 2 rend.
Show me 6s. Pass 1, fail 1. And sorry, you said 2 damage?
1
damage? Okay, so he's
Only
taken
one without
9.
discharge.
And now the Dracoth?
Dracoth. Same as 3 3s and 2 rend, 2 damage. 2 rend, 2 damage.
6. No. So 2 more damage and he's taken 11. Now it's all up to the Kraken Eater. Let's see if I can get some damage on you. We'll start off with a Death Grip. 3. I'm so good at doing that. 2. So it does wound. This is at -2. So you're basically back to your 3-up save?
Yep.
Okay. Yep, you're fine. 4 attacks with my club. These are going to be 3s and 3s. Ooh. 1 wounding hit, so same thing, -2 rend, so your base save.
3 up. 5.
And then I've got the extra calloused feet coming in. Those calloused feet, 3s and 3s. Dang it. It wounds at least. This is -3 instead of -2.
Okay, so 4 up.
Oh, you make it. Would have been straight 3 damage. I just bounced. You get to swing back, friend.
Yep. 13.
And swinging in now. These are going to be the swords.
Yep, swords. So with Titanic Duel, we are hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s.
Okay.
13 attacks with the swords. They're all in place.
Nice. And then swinging in here to wound you need.
3s.
All right. That's a good roll, friend.
Yep.
What's the rend on this?
Just 1 for the swords.
How many
so
total?
7 at 1 rend, 1 damage.
All right, so 7 5-ups. I make 3, so I'm going to take another 4. So he's counted as taking a 10. And then the dragons.
Yep, so they get 4 attacks each. Only the one that carried out the rampage will get the +1, so
Okay.
only 2s.
Nice.
Good time to do it.
Excellent time to do it.
3s. Not there, though.
And sorry,
1 at 2 rend, 2 damage.
So 2 more damage. I've taken 12. And then the other dragon.
3s and 3s.
So all hit.
And
And what, 3 wounds? 2?
2.
Okay,
2
so
at 2
2 go through.
rend,
6
2
ups.
damage.
Fail them both. He's taking a grand total of 16 now. All right, so at the end of my turn here, against all odds, I've managed to get that objective. And then also holding the home objective. So I'm going to get 3 points out of that. Not awful. Really did kind of bounce off you. But we'll see if I can sustain as we go over to turn 2 Stormcast. All right, here's where the game kind of cooks off a bit. So, Stormcast turn 2, what is your battle tactic, sir?
Gonna be eye for an eye.
Eye for an eye, I killed a thing, you're going to kill a thing.
If I don't, then we're in real trouble.
Yep, that's fair. I gotta keep in mind, it's not just about killing stuff, it's about points here and doing the battle tactics, so... I would have liked to take a couple more of your pieces off the board, but it's not awful where I'm at right yet. So, what about your heroic?
You're gonna try to get a command point with the Castellan.
Okay.
Oh, did it really go inside there? It did.
It is a 5, so you get your command point. Nice, nice. And then over to me. Oh, jeez Louise. It is somebody's finest hour, and I'm not sure who. We're going to go finest hour on the Kraken Eater. He needs to stick around a little bit longer. Next up, the Warding Lantern. Who's it going on?
I'm gonna give it to the dragons. Love to keep them around a bit longer. Give them a +1 save.
Nice. Celestial Blades next.
Going off on a 5, Master of Magic. I will re-roll that.
Yep.
Pick out
Getting
some
new
different
dice. Not superstitious, just a little stitious. And there you
5
go.
Goes off. All right, Celestial Blades on these set of fulminators over here.
Casting for the Slan. What's coming up first?
We're gonna do Comet's Call first. This one goes off on a 7 with a +1. And
That works.
On a 10+, it is D6 models units versus D3.
Well, okay, throw that
So-
D6.
6, so everything.
Yep. Start off with these guys. How many wounds they gonna take? D3 for 1. Okay. I would have not minded them taking a little bit more. Next up, the Gatebreaker. 1 mortal wound. My general. Oh, there it
That's
is.
the big one.
So he's taking a 19 now. I'll find that. Have
That's fine.
faith.
There
Give me
you go.
time. And then over, last but not least here, another 2. Poor buddy. He's taking 17. And throw for a Mystic Shield.
6 goes off.
Okay.
+1.
Nice.
Put that on these fulminators.
Last but not least is the meatball coming in.
Yep. That's
Okay.
That's the plan. All right. Going off on a 6 with a +1.
Ooh.
That is mortal
Neat.
time.
Takes 2. Something spicy meatball. I love it. Okay, cool. Anything else you got to take care of here in the hero phase?
That's it.
Movement it is. We'll show you where everything currently is. Okay, here we go. This is the big turn. So we have the unit of Fulminators has moved up. The Toad has hop, skipped, and jumped away from the objective. Your Lord Castellan has moved up. And then, obviously, Fulminators here are going to be going for the charge. And you've dropped your Vindictors. And look at me go. I just say random words, and I'm bound to be calling them, not the right thing, but at least one of these Stormcast unit names. I believe we're ready for shooting now.
Yep.
Dragons first into my general there.
Yep. 3s and 4s do D3. 5s and 6s do D6. It's a miss and D3 for 2.
2. Solid.
Fulminators into the general.
And these are 4-ups, right?
Yep.
Okay. 4-ups for D3. I can kind of remember Stormcast. Ooh. Stop! Didn't want you to actually roll it. Okay, another 3. I'm taking 24. You're reeling them in pretty quick.
I know.
Moving over now, the single fulminator into the gatebreaker.
Nope.
He misses. And then we've got the 2.
Yep, and we'll put them into the gatebreaker as well.
Gotcha.
Didn't matter.
Okay. Alright. Liking what's happening. That's it for shooting. Charges?
Yep.
First charge, going to be the fulminators charging in. Oh!
I mean, I don't have a choice. I have to reroll that.
Yep.
We will use the free command point.
Okay, how many command points does that put you at?
I will have 1 left.
Okay. And the reroll. Hey-oh, there's the 8. And there we go. They've charged on in with their celestial blades. And then Vindictor's next.
Yeah, we'll try it.
Okay.
Need a 9. Nope.
That's an 8. It was close, but no cigar. Last but not least. Yeah, they're in. No problem. Alrighty, Monstrous Rampages. What are you starting us off with?
We will try to roar at your general.
I'm going to try to roar at my general. Good call. Okay. Let's see if you can hit it with 3 up.
Nope.
And no. Okay. My general will try to, you know what? Let's give you the hug again. See if I can make that happen. And I do.
Okay.
And then over here, he is going to try to step on the man with 1 wound left. Nope. Dang it. I love it. All right. Straight on to combat. Who's swinging first?
We're going to do fulminators here.
I will spend my 1 for an all-out defense.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to go for the all-out attack.
He needs to die.
Beautiful. Beautiful, you bully.
Yep.
That majestic creature. Okay, what are we starting off with here attack-wise? The lances?
Yep.
Okay.
So hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s.
All right, show me some 1s. We got 1-1 so far. All right. Oh, every little bit counts.
Yep.
What's the rend on these when they go?
2.
Okay.
It was a good celestial blade, so
Okay.
that'll be
blades with how many?
So you'll have 9, 2 rend, 3 damage.
All right. Well, with Fire Tower and all at defense, I'm back to my 4-up.
Yep.
If there was ever a time to roll hot, it is now. Back to a 4-up save, all at defense, and Finest Tower. Oh!
Wow.
Look at that. I'm going to take 6 damage. And he's got 5 wounds left.
And I hope these Drac...
All right. Now the Dracoths. Hitting on? 2s and 2s. Yeah, okay.
Yep. 2 rend, 2 damage.
So far, so
Well, that
good.
paid off there, hopefully.
Ooh, is he a couple ones? So we got 3 wounding hits.
3 wounding hits, 2
What's
rend again.
2 rend again, so 4-ups. How much damage are they each?
2 each.
All right, so 2 more damage.
Wow.
He's taken 32, but he's still in it to win it.
Yep.
There you go. He didn't hear no bell. Let's go over to this now. And I need to do something about these fine gentlemen. Because they're going to murder me. I'm going to put all my attacks into the lads that just charged.
Yep.
Well, let's do my 6 attacks with my flail to get started. 4s and 3s. 4s and 3s, baby! Okay. Okay. Well, 2 wounding hits. These are -3, so they go to -2.
2 with the... Yep.
Are they a 4-up or 3-up base?
3-up.
Okay. So 5-up saves?
Yep.
Pass 1, fail 1. So that is going to be 4 damage.
Okay.
And then you get your ward save. Let's just get that out of the way now.
I don't think I'm holding...
Oh, no,
within
you're not
12.
close enough.
Yep.
Scratch that. Death grip. Stop rolling so bad. The 2 stomps. 3s. 3s. This is -2. You're looking for a 4-up, I believe.
Yep. Nope.
And D3 damage. All right,
Ooh.
3 damage. Good enough to get 1 of them out of there. And so he does explode.
Looking for 6s. 1 6.
Way over there. So he's taken 13 now. To everybody that's bullying me for looking for a 13 on this D12, that's not kind. There we go. All right. Back to you.
Gotta go Chariot.
Chariot. Yep. No real options here.
Yep. Claws and beaks, 3s and 3s.
Okay. That's cocky. Reroll that.
So that
Solid.
is 4, 2 rend, 1 damage.
And so these are 6s. Okay,
Nice.
so he's taking 19. Next up.
The axe. 3s and 3s, 1 rend, 1 damage.
Looking
1.
for 5. Nope. 1 more damage. He's taking 20.
And now the spear. 3s.
Ooh. This will be the time that it
3s.
does it.
I know.
Nice.
2 rend, 2 damage.
6s.
There
Yeah.
we go.
He's taking 24. And swinging back. Only 3 attacks with the Boulder Club. He really likes to be amongst the units here. So 3s and 3s. Okay. There's 1 at -2.
Okay, 5s. 5.
You're fine. And then we'll Death Grip. There we go. -2.
5s again. 5 again.
All right, fine then. Jump up and down. 3s and 3s. Dang it. Can't believe this is going to go another round. So that wounds -2.
5s. This chariot
The
just does
chariot's
not want to go.
invincible. Dang it. The next one is going to be your single unit.
Yep.
Fulminator.
Yep.
And let's see what he's got here.
All right. We'll do the green one. Actually, we'll do the blue one because that one actually charged in.
Oh, yeah, scratch that. Yeah, because
we
he
have
hasn't swung yet.
Yep.
Yes.
But the one, not that it really matters because you can't attack back anyway, but we'll do the one that
Yeah.
will do damage anyway. 3s and 3s.
Okay. No, you're good. So we've got 4 hits to start.
So it's 3, 2 rend, 3 damage.
These are 6s. Well, I didn't make any of those, so that's 9. 22 damage taken so far.
And the Dracoff.
Yep.
3s and 3s, 2 rend, 2 damage.
6 up. No, another 2. He's taking 24. He's still kicking. Let's swing into the dragons. All right, let's go. We're going to give the dragons the feet. 3s. Good job. 2s to wound because finest hour. Okay, so that wounds at least, and this is -3 into them.
Okay. They've got the warding lantern, so -2, so I'm looking for 5s.
Okay.
Nope.
All right, and that's just straight 3 damage.
Okay. Take it.
You got your ward
Yep,
save, I think.
Yep, you're right.
So let's see if you can mitigate any of it. Mitigate 1. Solid ward saves, friend.
Oh.
Okay, 2 swings with the club now. These are 3s and 2s. Okay.
Nope. Not today.
And then the death grip. 3. Okay. That was short-lived.
Yep.
I guess the dragons get their full swings back.
We've got one more fulminator still on the other
Yeah,
side.
you want to do the fulminator over there? Yeah, I don't think the order matters a ton right now, so let's
No.
get the fulminator going.
Yep. 3s.
Ooh, he hits with
Oh.
everything. Wounding on 3s, I assume?
Yep. So 3, 2 rend, 1 damage because that one did not charge.
Okay. So 2 rend puts me on 6s. All right, I'll take 2 more. He's taking 26.
And then the Dracoths. 3s and 3s, all hit.
Good start. Strong
2
follow-up.
wounds, 2 rend, 2 damage.
Take another 4, so he's taking 30. And the call is everything swinging into the general. You only got to cause 3 wounds. So, I mean, how hard could that be?
I know, but the fulminator... now you're making me second guess.
That's not
I
my
know.
fault. We talked about it off camera. So what's coming in first here? The swords?
Swords.
Okay. So all these swords are just hitting on 3s? Wounding on 3s?
3s, 1 rend.
Okay. Let's see what you got.
Yeah, especially at that roll, I feel better.
Feel better about not splitting the attacks up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably, I think it was the right call.
Yeah.
But sometimes people want to go for glory.
I mean, it would have made a huge, see.
So there we got 5 so far?
Yep.
So that's going to be 5 3-ups. Okay, he's got to take 1 more damage. So I'm just going to make this real nice and easy. He's got 1 wound left. And then we have the dragons biting me.
Yep.
Let's see what those dragon bites can do.
It is 8. Okay, 3s and 3s, 2 rend, 2 damage.
So 2 fails so far, so we have 6 hits. And 4 wounding hits. And these are 4-ups. Come on, dice, if you're ever going to roll 4 4-ups, do it now! No. He goes down, and we need to roll off. Timber! I got a 4, you get a 6. Let's figure out exactly how this works now. And winning the roll-off, you send them back into the squad there, and they take D3 mortal wounds. You can roll a D3.
Oh, because they're not Mega Gargants.
They're not Mega Gargants.
I was
exactly. Okay, so they take 2. He feels a little worse about himself, and the general is slain. I was really hoping to fall onto you there, but wasn't meant to be. So you've killed something for the eye for an eye. So you get that, and then also the you're holding your home objective. So you're gonna score 3 points. That brings the score to what right now?
5 to 3. You.
Not bad, not bad. I'm holding in there. I don't got much staying power left. Now we're gonna do the all-important roll-off for priority.
Yeah.
I'm winning ties. Come on. I got a 3 and a 2. I will be maintaining priority because I need to.
Yep.
Have you thought about Proving Grounds yet? Really, the only one you could pick is back there. I could go step on it if I wanted to. And yeah, I gotta make the Proving Grounds back here. Makes sense to me. Let's get ready for Mega Gargants. Sons of Behemat, turn 3. Start of the turn, my battle tactic will be Colossal Violence, which means that this Mega Gargant's gonna have to do the Titanic Duel, and he's gonna have to kill that monster over there while under the effects of the Titanic Duel. I hope I can do that, and if I can't, things have went terribly, terribly wrong. I'm also going to be trying to get a command point on him, on a 2-up because my general's dead.
Oh.
Okay. Ah! Darn! That's rough, but it's okay. But it's rough. Movement's going to be pretty simple. Oh, sorry, yeah, you got to do your thing.
Yep, I'm going to do command point also. Try.
4, you get it. So extra command point onto him. Let's move the 3 Stooges. So the Giants have moved up, and you're going to redeploy here?
Yep, using my free command point from the Castellan to
Alrighty.
redeploy the Fulminators.
An inch. There we go.
Command point well spent.
Yep. Shooting! He is going to take a rock and try to smash it into this guy with oh no.
This
He'll
one's
be
got
dead.
1 wound, that one's got 5 wounds left.
Yeah, what an awkward number of wounds left.
Yeah.
You guys go first and throw rocks into the one with 1 wound left. These are going to be 4s to hit. 3s to wound. There we go. Excellent. Good. Glad to get that out of the way. What are you going to throw a rock at, friend?
I mean, what did you want? I mean, you can
There's
kill one
many
Fulminator.
options. Okay, I'm going to throw the rock at the one with 5 wounds left.
Okay.
Very good. Very good. I'm not one to blame dice rolls. I am. But, oh man, has it been rough. Let's go ahead and charge these 3. Distance is 8. Yeah, let's get in. Okay, so the way the impact attacks work is I charge in. 2 are healthy, so it's going to be on 2-ups for their impact attacks. And then the last one's on a 3-up. Okay, so I'm going to do 2d3 mortal wounds to them. And that's 4 mortal wounds. Sorry, 3 mortal wounds, and you get your ward save, yeah.
So it's 3?
3 total, yeah. Always saving the 1. You're like Luca's reanimation rolls. And that brings 1 down to 4, and you're gonna unleash hell?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, show me what you got.
4 ups.
That's a 6 and a 3.
Yep. D3 for 2.
All right, he's taking 8 damage now. And that's the end of that. Let's go over to Rampages. We're going to start off here. He's going to Titanic Duel, obviously.
Yep.
What are they doing in return? Yeah. I know I should have financed Howard. My brain shut off. Everybody stop complaining. It's okay. It's okay. All right. Because we were just discussing command points, and I'm like, oh yeah, wait a second.
Forgot you didn't have any.
It's okay. He's gonna die anyways.
Yeah.
Do we figure out the Dragon's Rampage?
Yeah, we're gonna Titanic Duel just to.
Yeah, that makes sense. These guys are gonna try to step on them.
Yep.
So let's see if I can. I hope it's on a... No, it's on a 3-up, isn't it?
No, Stomp's 2.
Is it a 2?
Roar is 3.
Okay. Now, I believe the way this works is because only the one can do it. But I think I get +1 to the mortal wounds for each other model in the unit. Okay, so this is going to be D3 plus 2 mortal wounds onto them. Alrighty. Take your 5 mortal wounds.
Ward. None that time.
Ooh. Nice.
So that will kill 1. And
works for me. Then he explodes.
Blaze of Glory, looking for 6s. None.
So we're A-okay.
Yep.
All right, go for it, big fella. Put all your attacks into the dragons. 3 attacks with the flail. You all out defensed. 4s and 3s.
Good start.
-3, friend. -3.
And so -1 with the Warding Lantern
Yep.
and all-out defense, so 4s.
Oh, boo! Let's see if we can't get him with the hand. 3, 2. That one's -2.
Okay, so base save, 3 up. Nope. no
Ooh,
damage.
okay. This one works differently now. All right, so the way the Death Grip works now is I roll 2d6 for damage against the monster, and this is the whatever the result I want to take. So how much damage will it be? I'll take the 5. 5 damage coming in. You get to ignore on 6s.
Nope.
Okay. So it kills him.
2. And he will explode into
Yes. Okay, and those 10
Blaze
dice.
of Glory into little boys for just 1.
Brings this one to 9 damage taken. And then I get the feet. The Stomp, 3s and 3s. Okay. All right. -2.
Okay.
So you're just on your 3 up then,
Yep.
right? Yeah.
Make them both.
You are A-okay fine. And that's his attacks done, but I'm getting my battle tactic at least.
Yep.
Hurrah. Did I mess all of that up? Because I'm Titanic Dueled, aren't I? I forgot the Titanic Duel, but luckily it did not matter. But yeah, I narrated it poorly, so I'm pointing out my own mistakes. Now you get to swing, friend. Who's going?
I gotta go Fulminator there. See if he can get something in before he is gone.
Yep. Fulminator here will all-out attack into my Man Crusher mob.
Yep. So
Yep.
2s and 2s with the all attack and Celestial Blades. The glaive.
All right, well that's
off.
value.
Yep. So all
Lots
hit,
of value.
all wound.
That's 5 damage, so that is going to be enough to kill him. So that's 3, and then he's taken 2. But we got to resolve this before we start falling on stuff. Continue on down the line.
Dracoth, 2s and 2s again. 2 hits. 1 wound.
And minus
2
2?
rend, 2 damage.
Okay, so he's taken 4. We got to roll off and pick where he falls. I rolled a 2. He rolled a 3. You can just pick him to fall back this way and he won't damage
Yeah,
anything.
that works for me.
You could also pick him to fall over here and damage both of these, but I assume you're not going to do that.
No,
Again, I want to give you your options.
That's
I don't
true.
want
I
you
mean,
to feel cheated.
I know. You could have picked the 4 on your 2d6 roll too instead of the 5.
Let's go Mega Gargant here swinging down. 3 attacks with my club. Okay. The death grip. Yeah. Oh,
There you
okay,
go.
that worked. -2.
5 up.
Can you please just stop rolling? so
I would
hard?
say this chariot is just wants to hang
Immortal,
around.
absolutely immortal. Jump up and down. Okay. Oh, that's 2 at -2.
All right. 5s.
There's a 3
And
and a 6. D3 damage.
Need 3.
1. Oh, this is so tragic. Okay. Yeah, go for it, friend.
Yep.
Go for it. Where are we swinging?
I mean, the only choice is the dragon.
Yep.
And it'll. How many wounds does the Gatebreaker have?
5 left.
5 up. I still have 2 Fulminators, and that's already attacked.
Yep.
So I don't have to worry about that. I really hope Fulminators can make that happen. So we'll do dragons into the Man Crusher mob.
Okay. 7 attacks with the sword.
Okay. 3s and 3s. Oh,
Feels bad, man. Oh, that's another 5. Now, these -2?
These are -1, 1.
-1. I gotta save against that. I made 1.
There you go.
He's taking 8. Okay. And then...
Dragon. 4 attacks, 3s and 3s again.
These are -2, though.
These are -2, 2 damage.
He's dead. Let's roll off.
Ooh.
Oh, I got a 4. You got a 4. I don't know what happens on ties. Yeah, it goes to the winner, so roll off again. Ha! Yep.
Well,
Yep.
Yeah.
That's cocked. I'll re-roll that. If I roll a 1, then fair is fair. I just noticed how cocked it was. Hop. Okay, yeah, cool. I gotta pick a spot within 3. Okay, not close enough to get the chariot. That would have been nice. Let's just fall onto the dragon. Takes 1 mortal wound.
Ward.
Oh, you didn't make 1.
No.
Sweet. Now my 1 giant swinging into. I'm probably gonna swing into the dragon.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yep.
By that I mean I'll swing into the Fulminator because I forget you get the all-out defense and he's super stacked right now. Maybe I should have fallen into the Fulminator. It doesn't actually make a difference, but thinking for the future. 4 attacks with the club, 3s and 3s. Okay. 1 at -1 into the Fulminator.
4 up. Nope. How much damage?
2 damage. The headbutt, 4s. Dang it. And then the kick, 3. Okay. 3. All right. This is -2. No, there's just 1.
Oh, there was just 1.
Just 1.
I missed them both anyway.
Okay, cool. D3 damage.
Yep.
For 3. So that's what, 5 damage total on him?
Yep, so that would be.
And you get a
enough
6
to
up
kill him.
ward.
So I need to make one of these for him to survive. I made one of them.
And there you go. Just enough. He's got 1 wound left.
Yep.
Nice. Well, you're spoiled for choice. Yeah, I can go over here.
Well,
You still get the chariot, right?
oh, I got a chariot and 2 Fulminators to go. Did you get, is that all your attacks at this point?
Yeah.
Oh,
Fulminator time, which one?
the one that has 1 wound left
Yep,
just
that's
in case
probably
you fall.
smart.
All right, 3s and 3s. 4 hits.
Okay, and
There you go.
1 wound at -2.
-2, 1 damage.
31 taken.
And the Drac off.
Okay,
3s and 3s again.
solid.
2 rend.
Was there 2 in there?
Sorry, it's
Okay.
2 rend, 2 damage.
Gotcha.
One
So it's a fail, so I got 2 wounds left.
All right, last Fulminator
Hit me
there.
with your best shot, not the other one.
Yep. 3s and 3s again. All hit.
That's pretty good.
Yep. All wound. That's woof.
1 wound.
1 wound.
I fail.
1 damage.
So Uno damage. I got 1 wound left, friend.
Oh, come on, Dracoth. You can do this. That was a good roll.
That's a really good roll.
3s again.
Okay,
2.
so he's gonna roll double 6s.
Yep.
Ah, I didn't.
Okay.
Roll off.
Oh yeah.
I got a 6, you got a 4, I'm gonna fall on you. I think I'm gonna fall in such a way that I'm hitting,
Both fulminators?
Actually, let me see. Let's just try to fall on these fulminators. So the one with 1 wound left is gonna take 3.
Alright. Ward, Felt.
Okay, so he's dead.
Super dead.
And then the other one is gonna take 2.
Takes 2.
Beautiful. And thus dies Mega Gargant. Boop, boop. And now we gotta do your chariot swings still?
Yes.
Okay. Those chariot swings.
Alright, beaks and claws, 3s and 3s again.
Nice.
So that is 4 at 2 rend, 1 damage.
4 6-ups. Okay, it's 28 taken. And then...
It's the axe, 3s and 3s.
Okay, a little weak. A little weak.
Nope.
Then the spear.
The spear. This is the one I want. There we go.
2 successes. -2?
-2, 2 damage each.
Of course. He's taken 30. He's got 5 left. All right. I have a chance to fail morale because I lost 2 of them. Don't roll a 6. Okay. He sticks around. It's all right, friend. Oh, that was rough.
Yeah.
So, I succeeded in my violence.
Yep.
So I'm going to get 2 points out of that. And I believe I might hold the middle right now.
Does he have a bonus?
Yes.
Okay.
Counts as 5 more, I believe.
Okay.
No, let me check.
Points.
I got 5 points. Hold my home objective. Hold the middle objective, which is worth 2. And then I, got my battle tactic for killing your monster with my monster during a titanic duel. What's the score?
10-3, and it'll be my bottom of turn 3.
Look at me go.
There you go.
Dominating. Let's get ready for Stormcast turn 3. Alrighty here. Start of the turn. What is your goal this turn, friend? What's your battle tactic?
We are going to take gaining momentum, and we're going to pick the last of your
Man crushers.
man crushers to try to take out.
Fair. And then what are we doing for your
Heroic
heroic?
action. We're going to try to get a command point with my general. And I do not.
Fail it. He's gonna try to get a command point. He does. Because my general's dead. Oh, what's the lantern going on?
I'm going to do it on the dragon again.
Yep.
It's been helpful. And then do some spells.
Alright, so the toad's gonna start us off with spells?
Yep.
What's he beginning with?
Try Mystic Shield on the dragon. We do not get it.
With a 3, that's a fail. And he's not Master Magic, he's just the plus.
He gets a
Okay,
+1, but
gotcha.
not Master Magic.
Alright, what's next?
We are going to try, we're going to bring the meatball down.
Meatball's coming in.
We want it.
See that spicy meatball?
6 + 1, we get it. Nice. I don't know.
Meatball!
Gotta roll
All right,
to see how
let's
many
see.
mortals.
That's a 2.
So D3. Cocked. Just for 1.
Alright. I need more dice. There we go. That's how that should be marked. No. So 31. What's next in the hero phase?
Comet's Call from
Oh, yeah.
Sign again.
Yeah, you throw it right here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna
An
work.
11, it does D6 models, or units. Not that it...
Throw a 2 up. Yeah.
Alright.
Don't you feel like a fool? Your good rolls are wasted. Over onto the Man Crusher.
D3 for 1 mortal.
Okay, death by 1,000 cuts. Kind of cruel. And then over to the Mega Gargant.
Saved all, we wasted all my 6s on...
Yep. All right.
and then I have a Celestial Blades. Oh, I don't know if I can actually... Maybe it'll be worth doing just...
I'm gonna throw Celestial Blades onto the dragon. Oh, take that!
Master of Magic.
Roll
Gonna
it again.
reroll.
Give new dice.
All right. That does not
That's
work
the-
either.
Okay.
At least he
I hate
didn't
magic.
perils.
Yep, that's true. Movement. We'll let you move around the little bit that you have and show you where it ends up. Not much movement. Fulminators come up. Toads floated over. You ran your general. And the Vindictors, did they actually even move? They shuffle a little bit? Okay.
Shuffled.
Fantastic. Shooting.
Yep. Start with the dragon.
Dragon it is.
Nothing.
Okay.
Fulminator.
Yes, Fulminator. You can just do both of them if you want. Because they're both going into him, I assume.
Yep.
Look at me and my efficiency.
Yep, for 3.
Oof. Now we're over to the charge. The Fulminator going in. With a 6?
Yeah.
He's in. For sure. Any other charges to declare?
Don't think so.
Right. All right.
If I can't kill him with a Fulminator, how many wounds do you have left?
8.
8? I really should be able to kill him.
He's got a 5 up save.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your rampage going to be then?
Do you have any command points?
1 over here.
1 over there. Can he reach there? He can probably reach that, right?
I don't know if he can.
No, I don't think he can. All right, so Roar doesn't make a whole lot of sense. He is a monster, so I can Titanic Duel.
You can totally Titanic Duel him.
So let's Titanic Duel.
All right, Titanic Duel. I'm going to roar here.
Yep.
Roared.
Okay.
And then I'm going to kick here. I do. For 1. Dang it! It was worth a
Ward.
try. No. Okay. He's got what, 4 left? Or sorry, 2 left?
He's got 2 left.
Okay, cool. That's it. We're over to combat. Where do you want to fight first?
I gotta take this guy down, so Fulminator going in.
I'm going to all attack that Fulminator that charged.
All right, 2s and 3s.
Yep. He's dead. Roll off! Dang it! Actually, which way do you want to send him? It was close. I was hoping to win that roll off fall right here and get the both of them. But wasn't meant to be. You're going to send him back into the general?
Yep, he's gonna heroically take this for the team.
Takes 2 more wounds.
And are we within?
You should be within. Yeah.
2 mortals. 2 mortals.
All right. Good. I'm glad. I'm going to all-out attack. 2 attacks with the club on 2s and 3s. Oh, look at him go. What a majestic beast he is. -2.
5s.
Okay. Well, that gets him.
Yep.
They're 2 damage apiece anyways.
Yep. But will the Blaze of Glory
Get him.
kill him?
Yep. You're going to get 3 6s in this. 13 dice.
13 dice plus 1 for Thunderstrike. Nope, only
many?
1.
1?
Oh,
All right.
Chariot did a great job and almost did the job.
Well,
all
he's
the way.
fought a Mega Gargant for like 6 rounds of combat.
Yep.
So yeah, I think he did well.
Yeah.
All right. At the end of the turn, I believe you're scoring 5 points.
That's correct.
3 on objectives and 2 for your grand strategy. Well, let's do the roll off for turn 4. I got a 3. Oh, and you got a 5. Are you taking the priority on it?
You bet.
Bring it on in.
Yep.
So battle tactic here is going to be barge.
Through enemy lines.
So it should be fairly easy for you.
Yep.
And let's get into the hero phase.
Yep.
It's his finest hour, just in case.
Yeah, I know. Seriously, that makes sense.
I could try to do the unbind a spell. No, it's his finest hour.
Yep, that makes sense.
And what are you doing?
Try to get a command point.
The extra command point? Oh, he does. Okay, not bad. You're gonna start with the Celestial Blades?
Yep. Goes off on a 5.
Nice.
Put it on the Fulminator.
Okay. Fulminator gets Celestial Blades. And then the Toad.
Yep. I mean, we'll throw a Mystic Shield for fun.
You get it?
Get it.
To go on the dragon?
Yep. I want that dragon to survive. And then we will, just to make sure, we'll put the Warding Lantern on him too. And
A 2-wound Gargant is still as deadly as could be.
it could, you never know.
And then what's next?
We'll do Comet's Call.
Okay.
goes off.
Yep, the
on
comet's
a
coming
10.
down.
I don't need to roll for models because there's only units.
Just
there's only
D3 mortal wounds.
one left. 3 mortal
You
wounds.
get them. Roll off. I got a 6.
It's yours. I got a 2.
I'm sending him this way. Let's just get the fulminator.
Yep, he's got 1 wound left.
Yep.
Make him pay.
Oh. Yeah. Don't roll 6. Don't you do it.
Nope.
Okay, you did.
Tied your 1.
So, we're good. Takes him down. I'm out. And it's a GG. Solid victory for the Stormcast. Awkward left-handed handshake. Good game, sir.
Thank you.
And let's get ready for the postgame.
Thanks for checking out this battle report, everyone. Before jumping into the post game, don't forget we got more Age of Sigmar paired with this one in the vault. This match in particular will be 2,000 points of Flesh Eater Courts against an all-mortal Disciples of Tzeentch list, and they're going to go the route of summoning today. Now, if you're not a vault member and you want to see how this game plays out, all you have to do is click on the link down below to get yourself a 7-day free trial to the vault to test it out, and you can binge all the rest of our content we have back there as well. Cancel after 7 days if you want, but we find most people stick around, and the vault members are what allow us to continue making all the content that you know and love, and I love all of you for it. Thank you very much. I will catch you next time, and enjoy your day.
And welcome to the postgame, folks. So, first time bringing the Gargants back out to play. It's been I feel like it's a little while since I played them, but give me your first overall impressions of, I guess this game will start there.
Sure. I thought the Gargant, some of the stuff was really cool. Between all the different abilities and new things you could bring in. Sadly, you weren't able to do all of them. I really wanted to see that pulverizing.
The pulverizing, I was so close to the pulverizing strike. For anybody unfamiliar, that is the Gatebreaker. Can forgo all of his attacks. He picks an enemy unit within 3 inches, and on a 4-up, he just does 4d6 mortal wounds.
Yeah. Not that I wanted to experience the mortal wounds, but it would have been cool to see if it actually would have gone.
It never felt like the right time to do it, but like there's a couple times I was close. Because that's not technically attacks, so that was where I was doing the one where I had to kill a monster.
Yeah.
I don't think that would have counted because it says attacks, not abilities.
Yeah.
So I had to be careful with that.
Yeah, I think a lot of the different battle tactics and other monstrous abilities were pretty cool. Like that, I don't know what the hug was called, but being able to tie up the other colossal.
I'm not entirely sure what that one was called. So that's one of the new ones. There's another one where I basically pick up a single monster close by and get to put him down within a half-inch of the Mega Gargant. And then you take some mortal wounds and you get a penalty to hit and all that. But anything where you can move your opponent's models is always going to be super powerful.
Yeah.
Just for clearing the way and all that. And the last one is I can do I do a big yell. It doesn't count as a battle or anything with battle shock or anything like that, but I roll 2d6. I can only do it to, I think, squads that have 1 or 2 wound models. But for every point I beat your bravery by, somebody runs away.
That would have been terrifying.
Potentially devastating.
Yeah.
And then there's some things like I don't think you are allowed to. Again, I'll have to double check. It didn't come up. I think the Mega Gargants, you aren't allowed to Inspiring Presence around them.
Ooh.
I think they've got that built in within 3. You can't Inspiring Presence.
Yeah. Yeah,
So.
my list kind of turned off a couple of those for you, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think you had the good list because I've got bonuses against monsters,
Yep.
and I've got bonuses against lower bravery 1 or 2 wound models.
Yeah.
And luckily, you kind of were right in the middle of that.
Yeah, and kept the Vindictors out of smashing range the whole time through, too.
Right. Now, just for fun, obviously, you're going to score most of your points there. How many points did I end up with at the end there? Getting tabled out turn, what was it, 4?
Yeah. So you had 10 points going into turn 4.
Okay, in this mission, all things considered, that's not an awful score.
No. Yeah, it's like really, though, if you can get your opponent's one, that makes a huge difference.
That would have been big.
And you were able to pretty much score max points. I mean, other than the final one, you were able to hold 2 objectives, and then you made all of your battle tactics up to that point. And we didn't have any objectives in turn 1, so there wasn't anything else you could have done there. So, like, there really isn't much more you could have scored. There isn't any more you could have scored up until that point.
If I had been a little bit more clever and think about it more, because again, like, it's been a while since I've played them, and they have tweaked them slightly. In this mission, I could have been kicking that objective and making it so you could not score it.
Yeah. Yeah, and depending on how things would have gone, it could have made a difference.
Definitely could have if I started to kick it up the board a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because then I could make it so that I don't have one of my zone worth 4.
Oh, yeah. That's a
Right.
good point. Yep.
Right. Because I put it in the middle for it to be worth 2. Or if I don't think it's going to work out, I can hypothetically start to kick it. As soon as it's out of my zone,
Stop scoring points.
it's just not worth any points anymore anyways. So I can kind of, the more I think about it, maybe I should have been just, soccer kicking it up the board and just trying to push towards your zone.
Yeah.
That being said,
You were locked in combat for a long time with a chariot. Yeah.
that was a rough one. I
Yeah.
didn't think I'd get locked up so much, and I was saving some of the, what's it called? Heroic action. Help me out. The Finest Hour.
Yep.
I was saving Finest Hours for later on in the game when I thought I'd need them a little bit more.
Yeah.
I didn't think I'd need them to kill a chariot.
Yeah, I mean, the chariot had the double buff in the first turn, so that, certainly helped that first turn. It just, between my dice getting hot and yours being cold, certainly made a big difference with that.
It did end up making a fairly big difference overall. Yeah. Any other kind of thoughts for everybody at home? What's going through your head?
Well, I would say this is my second game in a row. I've made the same mistake turn 1 with picking a Desecrate their lands and the redeploy back. I always could think of a redeploy to get away from a charge, but not the tactical.
Moving closer,
yeah, toward an objective, or that has burned me a couple times.
That being said, I could have just been smarter and deployed better, paid attention to that instead of eyeballing it.
Yeah, I mean, I could have picked a better terrain feature that you wouldn't have been able to get to also. That
Fair.
was kind of... the first turn not being able to have any objectives, the choices were pretty slim that I was going to be able to do anyway. But
Yeah, overall, a little bit bummed out I didn't roll hotter, but I'm fairly happy with how the game went. You know what? I can only go up from here with the Mega Gargants. So hopefully you viewers at home enjoyed. Leave some comments, leave some love, ask questions. I'll do my best to be interactive in the comments, at least for the first week or two that the video goes up. And other than that, thanks for tuning in. Keep being awesome, and as always, happy wargaming.